He wanted to be a Dodger all along. Okay, good morning, everybody. This is a real life live, and that we're talking. That's you know what I'm talking about. So, uh, but this morning, we're going to talk about, as we usually do on a Sunday morning, the NFL, and we have good morning, Chompy. He's here today. Okay, you gotta. Oh, okay. All right. Well, as we always do, we like to go over the games and quickly this morning, and we'll pick uh, what we think our winners will be on the games. So we're gonna start right now with the first game. That would be Houston versus New York. The Texas versus the Jets. Okay, Jets 4-8. I think they're about out of it. So in Houston, they 7-5, need to win the game. Their defense played pretty good last week. I saw that, and they'll they'll handle the Jets. They still have the uh, quarterback issues, and they're Houston's a better team. So Texans beat the Jets. All right, and that will take us to New Orleans. Okay, where the Panthers are playing the Saints. And in this game, we kind of went with the Saints, and Carolina won 11, so they're kind of done, and the Saints they have a shot, 5-7, get a win today, you 6-7, and win a couple of games, you're not out of the playoffs. So in this game, with the Saints needed to winning the game, they will win. Saints over the Panthers. Okay, so let's go to we will go to Cincinnati, where the Colts, Indy Colts, and Cincinnati Bengals. Okay, tough matchup here. We are going with the Colts because they're coming off. They're four in a row. They've won. Cincinnati backup quarterback. With those backup quarterbacks, when they start, the first game or two, they play well, and then you get the defenses. They figure them out, because they're backups for a reason. Same with the guy from Minnesota, Dobbs up there. He was good the first two games, and then the coordinators, the defensive coordinators, since he's a starter, then they're planning for him, shutting him down now. So this game, same basically, with Browning, the backup quarterback for the Bengals. We're gonna call the Colts in this game over the Bengals. Colts. Okay, the all right. Who is it? He's Rams. Rams. Okay. Chompy. He is telling me that the L.A. Rams are going to beat the Baltimore Ravens in Baltimore. Okay, Rams. Okay, okay. You said it. Okay, let me see. The Rams 6-6. They're playing well. I will say that. But Baltimore's at home 9-3, and playing for home field. Okay, so it's a big game for both these teams. Chompy, you going with the Rams? Mm, I don't know. The Ravens at home. I might go with the Ravens, but we're gonna go with Chompy's pick. He likes the Rams. We'll go with that because it's his pick. Okay. All right. So let's move on. Okay. I don't know about that one, but all right. Let's go to Atlanta. Okay. The Falcons and the Buccaneers, and now this is a you know a tight one here. Should be. It's going to be the Buccaneers 5-7, and the Falcons 6-6 at home. And I think they played before. I think Atlanta won the game. It was a close game. They won the game in the first meeting. I think they'll sweep them. I think they'll get this one. And these kind of even teams. And with the Falcons playing at home, uh, and the Buccaneers offense is not that great. So we will go with the Atlanta Falcons beating the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Okay, so that would take us, we're going to Cleveland here, where we will see uh, Jacksonville versus Cleveland. The Jaguars, we call them the Jags here, and the Browns. Okay, looks like a pretty good, even game, except for one thing: the quarterbacks. Now, Lawrence, he's coming off, a loss, and he got hurt in the game. Okay, he had high ankle sprain. Those are, those are the worst of the ankle sprains there. So we'll see how that goes. But the Browns, they have quarterback issues, and they win on defense now. But they didn't play well on defense last week. So they'll probably show up today. That's the way it is. They're a top defense, one or two in the NFL. So expect them to show up on defense. Uh, and as far as this game, we went with the Jags. They're coming off a loss. Good coach. Backup quarterback for Cleveland. Uh, we say Jacksonville Jags over the Cleveland Browns. Okay, which takes us to Chicago, where we will have this matchup. 4-8 Bears, 9-3 Lions. And we're not used to that with Detroit. But they're coming on. This, I guess this coach, good coach they got. And he's building something there. And 9-3 looks like a playoff team to me. Chicago Bears, they don't look like a playoff team. They're not a playoff team, not this year. Okay, so this will be basically a rollover. I'm saying it, over the Bears because bad team, but they have a good young quarterback. He might make some plays, but I think the Lions, they will handle the Chicago Bears today. Detroit over Chicago. All right, now let's go to San Francisco, where the Seahawks and the 49ers will play again. You know, first time it was San Francisco beating them. I think it was like 31-13, something like that. And they have them at home today. Seahawks 6-6. Still in it. They're not out of the playoffs, but this is I wouldn't say a mismatch. Excuse me on there. That one's tough. But I think the 49ers, they're the better team. Kind of by far in a little bit. And, 6-6, good. But I saw the 49ers last week. Man, they look better than the Eagles. I mean, they handled the Eagles. Okay, and that's a hell of a team. They went to the Super Bowl last year. So if I had to pick the best team in the NFL right now this week, it would be San Francisco. So with that being said, we're picking the so who? Oh, all right. San Francisco 49ers over the Seattle Seahawks. And don't interrupt me. Okay. All right. Now, we're going to go to Vegas. Yeah, some one of these days. Here we go. Now, the Raiders and the Vikings. Okay, we were talking about that backup quarterback for Minnesota. Dogs. He was rolling when he first, came in there. When he got released, I think it was Arizona. Somebody let him go. And good when he got there, but then they started figuring him out. So now, I saw him in the last game. Boy, he looked like, he was kind of shaky out there to me. So and with this game in the Raiders got them at home. Uh, their defense is not that great though, but the Vikings with that backup he's a backup quarterback. So I expect the Raiders to win this game at home versus the Minnesota Vikings. All right, we'll go uh, with that. Okay. Now, let's go to LA again. Uh, this will be the Chargers and the Broncos afternoon game. This game should be entertaining, I guess you would say. The records are just about even. Well, the Chargers, if they win the game, they would be 6-7, and if the Broncos lose the game, they'll be 6-7. So uh, even kind of matchup here. But the Chargers are playing better on defense, a whole lot better, and I'll tell you, I saw Wilson last week, and he was, he his games were getting better and better, but then he took a step back last week, through an interception. Three of them, couple of them, bad interceptions there. So he has to rebound, and I haven't Hebert. I haven't really been checking him this year, but 5-7, obviously not doing that great. So we'll see how this goes. But as right here, we're gonna pick the L.A. Chargers beating the Denver Broncos at home. All right, now let's go to excuse me. Let's go to Kansas City. Going to Kansas City. Okay. We'll go where we will see the uh, the Buffalo Bills 6-6 versus the Kansas City Chiefs 8-4. Now I've been seeing the Chiefs lately not looking that great, not looking good at all, and why? Because that you know uh, they really took a hit with the wide receivers, and it's showing with the Chiefs, and Mahomes, he's kind of a little frustrated, uh, like I said the last we were last week, uh, Tyreek Hill, he's heading for 2,000 yards. Okay, so yeah, you missed that. Okay, so now this game with the Bills 6-6, but if you look at all their, well, they're great on paper, but they actually you do have to play them on the field though. So, but they're looking better. They look like a playoff team as far as when you look at all those numbers. But with 6-6, they're not in there, and the Chiefs 8-4, but not looking that good, as far as being a playoff uh, team and a threat like they were last year, go and win the Super Bowl, But you got to have receivers, and I'm not seeing that with the Chiefs right now, and so looking at that, I'm saying this, picking the Buffalo Bills to beat the Kansas City Chiefs. Okay. All right, and we will go with the last game Sunday. That will be Sunday night. Okay, that will take us to Dallas. Oh boy, here we go. This is old barn burner here. Years and years. Eagles, Cowboys. I don't know how many games they didn't play, throughout the whole thing, but we'll look that up one of these days. What we have here are the Eagles 10-2 versus the Cowboys 9-3. Okay, obviously, if the Cowboys win the game, they're 10-3, and the Eagles will drop to 10-3. And but the Eagles beat them 28-23, I think it was the first time. So they have the edge on that. This game at Dallas, but hey, they know each other very well. Prescott, he's been playing, I mean, super lately with the 41 points in 3-4 games. Just nobody can stop them. But they're playing the Eagles. This is a familiar foe, and the defense, they know each other on offense and defense. So this is gonna be a rough game, and for that, I'm gonna say this: we're gonna pick the Philadelphia Eagles to beat the Dallas Cowboys. Okay, and that'll do it for the picks for the day, and we're looking forward to the games. The games that I'm looking forward to. Well, I like the quarterback for Houston. So I usually when he's on the TV, I'm looking at him. C.J. Stroud. Chompy, he wants to see the Rams game. With That's going to be a good game with Baltimore. Another game that I want to see, but I don't think it's going to be that close. The 49ers. I want to see what they're gonna look like today. They looked super last week, and they're playing Seattle. So we want to see how that's gonna go, and we want to see really how this Kansas City Buffalo game goes because Mahomes getting kind of frustrated. I mean, and Kelsey, I don't know. They're not scaring nobody now, especially on that with those receivers. So if you're looking at the AFC, hmm, Miami's looking very good. I'm not yet picking them to be the AFC champs. Unless if they get their the games at home though, we'll see then. But we still have to see how things are gonna iron out because we got a lot of things to be settled in the NFL in week. I think this 14. I think it, yeah, 14. So yeah, we're looking forward to the games and that's the NFL part of this morning. And when we came on, we were talking about Otani again, with the whole, what we would call transaction, I guess you would say. But what it was, as we slept on it, I guess. Like I said, he wanted to be a Dodger all along. So in the Dodgers, they had the money all along. So you know, we wrapped that up with saying this: Hey, all you had to do was say, "Hey, I'm gonna be a Dodger." We are. I knew that kind of, because the Dodgers they get what they want. So uh, we, yeah, we all got played though, you know. But I mean, MLB they said, their guy, he came out and said, "I'm sorry, I got it wrong." So we get it wrong sometimes, but hey, we move on, and we're looking for a snail. I'm tracking that, and we'll so I'll let you know if I hear anything. So this is the morning show here, and we're about wrapping it up on Real Light Live. Everybody enjoy the games. We'll be back, and I'll see you then.